Kia ora. This is Kia ora Oz. Welcome to the channel. I'm Darren, and this is the continuation of a lap that my late wife Selena and I started in June of 2023. After her passing, I decided to continue the journey solo, safe in the knowledge that she will always be a part of my journey. Follow along and find out what it's like to travel this vast continent solo. Ka kite. Kia ora Oz, kia ora whānau. Welcome to the next episode. I'm about 40 kilometres west of Denmark. I'm heading for the Rivermouth caravan park in Denmark, where I'll be for the next, I think I'm here for the next 4 days. So obviously the last video left you in Augusta. Yeah, so I was there for a couple of nights. One of those places that you could probably spend a weekend just relaxing, and yeah, I had a really nice site right on the water's edge, almost. Nice estuary, good surf beach, and then there was some good fishing spots around Augusta, and a couple of sightseeing things to be able to do. So anyway, this video I'm guessing will take in Denmark, Esperance, and then will probably be Denmark and Esperance basically, with a day trip to Albany before I start heading into South Australia proper. So that will be across the Nullarbor. So the Nullarbor crossing will be the next video. I may even take a little side trip to Kalgoorlie before I head across Nullarbor. So anyway, part 2 of Sth West, Western Australia. Looking forward to Denmark, Albany and Esperance. Take you along. So Denmark, I pulled into Denmark yesterday. It was about a 4-hour drive, I suppose, and beautiful day yesterday. It was lovely coming in here yesterday, right on the waterfront. Unfortunately, overnight the weather has turned to crap, so pissed down last night, absolutely hosed down. Yeah, weather forecasts don't look too good for the time that I'm here. So I'm here until Monday, and then Monday I'm heading to Bremer Bay. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do today. I think I'll probably just take a drive to Albany to have a look at the road between here and Albany, however you say it. Let's go with Albany. And yeah, so I'll take a drive there. Given that it's wet, it'll be just a driving day today, or you know, depending on what time. It's about an hour's drive to Albany, so I don't know, I'll come back in the afternoon and chill out, do some editing maybe. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do today. Just Sam's fun fact, Albany, the town has a role in the Anzac legend because it was the last port of call for troop ships departing Australia for the First World War. So on the 1st of November 2014, the Australian and New Zealand Prime Ministers opened the National Anzac Centre in Mount Clarence, Albany, to commemorate 100 years since the first Anzac troops departed from King George Sound. It was also an auxiliary submarine base for the US Navy's 7th Fleet during the Second World War, in the event that the submarine base at Fremantle was lost. Also in the harbour was a Royal Australian Naval installation which provided for refuelling from 4 5,100 tonne fuel tanks. There you go, in Albany. Alright, so I'm going to clean up, head out for today. Good weather for ducks. Absolutely hammered down last night. And I feel sorry for this lot in the middle here. They pulled in about 8 o'clock and started setting up, and halfway through setting up it started hammering. So yeah, forecast ain't crash hot for the rest of the time I'm here, so there'll be a lot of watching movies and looking for indoor activities, but anyway, see what we do. Quite a nice camp here. Fine weather to be absolutely brilliant. Right on the water in the inlet. That's my spot over there. Place isn't full, so I'm guessing the weather forecast may play a role in that. I've come to have a look at the National Anzac Centre here in Albany. As you can see, it's still a shitty day. It's been raining on and off all the way up here, but we'll go inside. At least there's a bit of inside activity. Well, that was really a worthwhile visit. If you're in Albany, the National Anzac Centre is worth a visit. be better if it wasn't shitty weather, but anyway, you can do quite a few walks around this park here as well, but I ain't gonna do that because it's wet. So I don't know if they get crabs here or not, but I thought, since I'm so close to the water, I'll chuck a pot in and see what happens. So anyway, go in today and pick it up tomorrow morning. Oh, morning. So yesterday was a bit of a disaster weather-wise. It just hammered down most of the day and through the night, and to the point where I got up last night just to make sure I didn't have to move. And I'm pretty close to the water. I thought, we're going to have issues with flooding, but so far so good. Anyway, yeah, so yesterday looked for an indoor activity, and I went and had a look at the National Anzac Centre, which was opened during the 100th anniversary year of the Anzac landings by both the Australian and New Zealand Prime Ministers. So really well worth a visit if you're in Albany, Denmark, those type area. Yeah, really well done, great exhibit, and very interesting. So yeah, it was situated there because that's where all of the troops left when they went to Europe. And I know I said that in Sam's Fun Facts yesterday, but just to expand on that, so Sam's Fun Fact today, the first contingent of soldiers destined for war in Europe left Albany on the 1st of November 1914. All of the ships were mostly converted merchant ships that had embarked from ports around Australia and New Zealand. The merchant sailors who crewed the ships were unfamiliar with wartime conventions like sailing in formation and darkening lights, all of that sort of stuff. And on board were 21,500 Australians, 8,500 Kiwis, 12,000 horses, and all of their relevant medical and military equipment. They were escorted by 4 ships: the HMAS Melbourne, HMAS Sydney, the HMS Minotaur, and the HIJMS Ibuki, a Japanese ship. Go figure. And so amongst the Australian Imperial Force were engineers, artillery, field ambulances, infantry, light horse, medical officers, and 4 nurses. So that was the contingent in the first convoy that left. There was a second convoy that left later on, and that convoy had far less ships. But yeah, they ended up in Egypt before heading on to Europe. Before heading to Gallipoli and then on to Europe. So yeah, it's quite a historic place, Albany, and you get a sense of the harbour from up at the memorial, looking out some really large picture windows. Alright, so today I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's overcast today. The rain seems to have stopped. There was a little bit of blue sky before, but that seems to have disappeared. So I might go and see. I wouldn't mind doing the treetop walk here, but if it's going to piss down halfway through, I'm not keen. So we'll see what it's looking like later on. But anyway, that's me for today. So this is Valley of the Giants treetop walk. It's about 40 minutes from Denmark. Hopefully the rain stays away. Ooh, you can feel it moving. Jesus, moving a lot. If you have a problem with heights, you wouldn't be coming up here, I don't think, especially with the movement. It's actually quite incredible and worth it to come up and have a look. And the rain's held off, so that's a bonus. That treetop walk went up to 40 metres above the ground. The trees were still towering above, some of them up to 70 metres tall. Massive trees. And then when you come out of there, there's a Valley of the Giants walk or Empire walk. Walking along where all the big trees are. Now these are tingle trees. Some of them at the base are hollow because the insects eat them out, and then when fire comes along it burns out the insides of the tree. Some of these massive trees are over 400 years old. Incredible. So the weather was a little bit better yesterday, still patches of rain, so I headed out to, I didn't really know where I was going to begin with, but I went to the Valley of the Giants, where you can walk through all of the tingle trees, big massive trees, about 30 minutes from here, 35 minutes from here. And then also they have a treetop walk, so you walk up on gantries through the top of the forest canopy, which was really cool. Yeah, really worthwhile doing. So I went and did that as well, and not too expensive. I think for a senior's ticket it was $15. For a normal adult ticket, $21. So, yeah, it was good. So I went and did that today. It's partly cloudy, we've got a bit of sun shining through, it's a touch warmer than yesterday, so yeah, I might head out and have a look at Elephant Rocks and Greenhole and some of the beaches on the coast here at Denmark that are supposed to be pretty cool, and see what happens. I pulled the crab net in yesterday and there was nothing in it. I don't think it's the right spot for crabs, but anyway, I threw it back in. I'll go and get it after, before I head out today, but I'm not hopeful that there will be anything in it. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. Sam's fun fact: So the treetop walk was designed to minimise the impact of humans on the tingle trees, and with an emphasis on the protection of the environment. For that reason, the walk was built using a minimum of machinery. Specifically, no helicopters or cranes were involved, with the pylons erected by riggers using scaffolding. The spans were prefabricated in Fremantle and moved into the site using backhoes and light trucks before being bolted together on the forest floor. They were hoisted into their positions between each of the pylons using hydraulic jacks and winches. The walk consists of 60-metre lightweight bridge bridge spans on 7 pylons, reaching a maximum height of 40 metres. They were specifically designed to sway slightly, and they do. It was quite disconcerting actually, as you walk, in order to create the sensation of being in the canopy of the forest. Yeah. So if you're in this area, go and have a check it out. So yeah, it's a cool experience. All right. So wait for my washing to finish, clean up, hang my washing out, and head out. I'm coming up to the Elephant Rocks lookout. Be an awesome spot in the summer. Water's a bit cold at the moment for a swim, so I'll give that a miss. I doubt you'll be able to hear this, but the weather's really closing in now. So I'm just walking around from Elephant Rocks to Greens Pool. What a top spot. I thought it was fine, but yeah, weather's not playing ball again, so hopefully you can hear this. Today, so packing up and heading off to Bremer Bay. Yeah, looking forward to that. And then of course, because I'm packing up and heading off, the weather's turned good. So it'll be a nice day for travelling. Yeah, so head to Bremer Bay. I'm not sure how long I'm there. I think it's 3 or 4 nights. So that's what's happening today. Yesterday I went and had a look at Elephant Rocks and Green Pool and Madfish Bay. Beautiful spots. It would be awesome in the full sun and in the summer, but yeah, weather wasn't kind yesterday, as you will have already seen. Alright, so that's what's happening today. Sam's fun fact: Bremer Bay is the home for killer whales between the months of January and April. So killer whales head into Bremer Bay in that time period, hunting giant squid and sometimes other whales. And there's quite a significant tourist business in Bremer Bay, taking tourists out to see the killer whales hunting. But obviously I'm out of season, so I won't get to do that, but something to think about for my next lap, and maybe planning to be in Bremer Bay in the period when the killer whales are there. Alright, so clean up, hook up and get on the road. Wow, this is Bremer Bay. Yeah, kayak tomorrow. Weather forecast looks good. And look at that. This is Little Boat Harbour. Morning. I rolled into Bremer Bay yesterday. Wow, what a beautiful place. Really, really nice to set up my camp, and then I went out and had a bit of a drive around, had a look at a couple of the beaches. Crystal clear water, just sensational looking places. That, that really blue turquoise tropical island type water. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy staying here for the next 2 or 3 days. Today the sun's come out, the temperature's going to be up around 29 apparently, so yeah, found a nice little spot. I'm going to drop the kayak in and head out for the day and just enjoy being on the water. So yeah, that's what's up today. Sam's fun facts. So in 1874, Bremer Bay was identified as a site for a repeater station on the East West telegraph line from Perth to Adelaide via Eucla. The first telegraph station was built in 1875. The repeater stations along the East-West line were staffed by a station master and assistant linesmen and frequently Aboriginal workers. There you go. The original station, along with several others along the line, was replaced in 1986 with a larger stone building. Sorry, 1896, yeah, with a larger stone building. Right, it's still standing since 1986. It's been on the register of the National Estate. It's currently a cafe and bakery. There you go. Alright, it's not a very big place, Bremer Bay. There's a pub, or they call it a resort, a general store with a couple of petrol pumps out the front, and that's about it. So, anyway, I'm going to head out, clean up and head out for the day. Well, that was a total disaster. I came down to put the kayak in, got it off, got it all set up. First issue, bloody engine motor's not working. I'm going to have to troubleshoot that when I get back to camp later on tonight. So I got it all set up. Oh well, I'll paddle out. And by the time I got it all set up, the wind got up, the waves got up. I thought I'll have a crack anyway. I went out, capsized. Well, not way out, just offshore, just as I was trying to get out. So I got the shits, put it back on top of the ute, and I'm going to go and find somewhere else. But man, I'm just going to go back in and have a quick dip. The water is crystal clear, it's unbelievable. So anyway, have a look at that. There's a whale just right in here, in shore here where I'm fishing. Like it wouldn't be more than 20 metres. Maybe two of them. So had a bit of a mixed bag yesterday. I went to put the kayak in, and as I was getting it ready, the wind got up and it got really choppy. Anyway, turned out to be a bit of a disaster. I bloody fell out and turned the kayak over in the shallows, so it wasn't too bad. And yeah, so I got the shits, pulled it out, emptied the water out of it, put it on top of the roof and left. So I didn't take it out at all yesterday. But then I went up to the headland where there's a rock can, it's called, at the headland. Parked up there, walked down onto the rocks, right down onto the rocks on the headland, and threw a line in. Had a couple of bites, wasn't too bad, but as I was fishing, a whale popped up, not more than 20 metres away from me. Like it just hung there for a good 20 minutes, just moving really slowly from right to left. Anyway, it was quite surreal. And so yeah, did that for a little while and then came back to the van. Today there's actually a wind warning, severe wind warning around for Sth West WA, all the way from Perth to about here. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'll shoot out early this morning and have a look at another couple of beaches that are close by. And yeah, if it gets out of hand, I'll head back and bunker down and do some editing or something. So yeah, so the can up on, hold on, just while I find it. Up on the, I've never heard the word before. It's a Scottish word, but it means a pile of rocks that's put together as a marker. So the one up on the headland here was used for shipping, and it was built in, called, it's a rock cairn or cairn, C-A-I-R-N. It was first built in the 1880s and used to signal passing vessels that there was cargo to pick up from John's Cove. The original one consisted of a long pole held upright by a large pile of rocks, a lantern hung on the pole by night, and a white flag by day. And they were used as signals so that passing cargo ships knew there was cargo to pick up here at Bremer Bay, or yeah. So that's a cairn. Alright, so any pile of rocks anywhere used as a signal point or a marker is called a cairn, Scottish word. Okay, that's I'm going to clean up and head out. It's the Bremer Bay boat ramp and Fisheries Beach. So many beaches along here, it's amazing. This one's called Short Beach. A bit more sheltered over this side. The good thing about this peninsula, if it's windy on one side, typically it's sheltered on the other. This one is Blossoms Beach. Now we come to Native Dog Beach. Don't know why it's called that. Anyway. I'll come down this hill, but just another example of some of the awesome coastline on this trip. The weather's starting to close in, so, and the flies here are shocking. So anyway, I'll head back up. Need to find somewhere to turn around. So that's it really for my time in Bremer Bay. Tomorrow morning I head to Esperance, so I think I'll end the video here, and that'll be the end of my I guess Sth West videos. The next one will be all about Esperance and surrounds. Once I'm finished with Esperance, I'll be starting my run across the Nullarbor, so that'll be a separate video as well. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, give us a like, click on that like icon. Love to hear any comments, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Ka kite.